Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Mac Merlin build stream. Let's see, got a few people here today. Kawaii Voldemort, John TXU, a better player. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As usual, let's talk about what I'm drinking first. Here we go. Just the usual. This time, I'm going for oolong tea. It's still the same Dongding oolong tea, but this time, sugar-free. Sugar-free. I feel like I've been drinking too many sugary drinks lately, so I figured I'd go for a non-sugared version. Let's see. Otisina says hello, hello to you too, and T Mighty D says my boy the mage is back. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining in, guys. Thank you for joining in. Yes. So let's talk about what's on my desk. I'm back to using the KBD67 Lite. As some of you know, I recently built a Novelkeys Carbon G27, and as much as I liked that board, you know, there's just something about the KBD67 Lite, just the sounds that it makes it so unique. So I'm back to using it. Back to using it. Sounds good. Looks good. All that good stuff. So yeah, today is another customer build. I believe the customer is in chat. I won't say who it is, but if they want to reveal themselves, they are more than welcome to. So here we go. Today. Ooh, let me actually play some tunes while we're at it. Let's do this one. There we go. This playlist right there. How is the sugar-free version? Honestly, it just tastes like regular oolong tea. If you've ever had oolong tea, that's what it tastes like. The sugared version is a tad sweeter. Yeah, so far so good. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, today we are doing a customer build of the Monstargear. Let's see, this is a long name. Monstargear XO87 V3. So yeah, here we go. Let's go look at the website really quick. This is from Monstargear directly. Here we go. This is what the board will look like. It is a TKL available in hot swap and I believe soldered versions as well. Let's take a look. White, blue, silver. Got quite a few. So yeah. It is a fairly expensive board at $435. 2.8 kilograms when built, I believe. 9-degree typing angle, aluminum housing. Lots of fancy little weights. See, there's got a PVD coated brass, 700 grams, PVD coated brass plate. And the mounting style is top mount. But yeah, as I said earlier, there's both a solderable and a hot swap PCB. Yeah, quite a few other options here. I believe Monstargear is located in Korea, in South Korea. So if you guys want to check out their stuff, definitely hit up that link. Yeah, let's get to doing this here. I guess I won't like unbox it completely yet because I still have to do the stabilizers, and since it's such a huge box. It's such a huge box. Look at that. That's such a huge box. Look at how thick that is. That's like ginormous. You know, it's kind of hard to put all the pieces back together after I've taken it apart, so I will leave it unboxed until we're ready to build. But yeah, this is a massive board. Well, it's not that the board is massive, it's just that the packaging is massive. Yeah, we'll start by lubing all of the stabilizers. Still waiting for the Icky68. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me see if I've gotten responses yet. Oh, hey. Let's see. Nope. Not a single response. I may have to reach out directly to them through their website. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Do they have... Oh, or I could reach out to them via Discord. That's probably going to be a lot faster. There we go. Continue to Discord. There we go. I just joined their Discord server. So I will chat with them after this stream, and maybe just maybe I can get an Icky68 proto. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Alright, let's get to lubing stabilizers. Probably the most boring part of the stream, doing stabilizers. I guess soldering gets pretty boring too. Oh, look at that. I think this stab might need to be balanced. Yeah, let's not use that one. Let's use a different one. Let's use a different one. Let's not use this pack. Zachary says, hi, just wondering where I'm from. I'm currently located in Seattle, Washington, and that is where I'm streaming from right now. But where I'm from, I'm ethnically Filipino. There we go, that's much better. Let's stick with that. Actually, hold on. That's a tiny bit bent too, dang. Did I just get like a bad batch of them or something? What the freak? These are all JWK V2s, by the way. T Mighty says, I'm sad. I am sure it will go live momentarily. Ah, perfect. That's good, that's good. I will have to balance the rest of my stabs, I guess. But so far so good. So far so good. Let's see, all I need are those. I need the washers and the screws. And basic TKL, so you need backspace. You need... Let's see, let's get that all out. Enter... Backspace, enter, what else, shift key, the other shift key, and a spacebar. We should be good. Should be good with all that. There we go. Was waiting the whole month for today, and I was so hyped, and it just doesn't go live. It should go live eventually. Just give it probably just a little bit more. Clyback subscribed at tier 1, subscribing for 3 months. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. Let's see. All right, I need lube. 205 G0. Let's get to lube in this. So impatient when it comes to group buys. Yeah, some group buys take forever. Like, I think GMK is currently backed up to just about a year at this point. And that's with their supposedly new batch of machines too. So I'm just really curious, how many machines did they actually get? And at what stage of the manufacturing process are these machines used for, you know? So who knows, who knows? Yeah, I've learned to just join the group buy and not worry too much and probably focus on something else. Yeah, cam super users will arrive in Q1 of 2022. And that's just an estimate. I would actually imagine probably closer to the end of Q1, start of Q2, rather than actual Q2, or rather than actual Q1. Modern Dolch delayed till about August, so it's going to be a minimum 14 months. Wow. Yeah, I think we need to come up with a way to really just reduce all of these delays somehow. Whatever happened to GMK Dracula? Stuck in color matching hell from what I hear. Don't say these things. Well, it's not that It's not that I'm trying to make them happen, it's just that's how it is. That's how it is in the community. It takes forever to do things. Did I enter Cam Super User? No, I did not actually. Well, not yet. I've still got time, right? I've still got time to join it. We'll see if I actually do, you know, I've got other purchases that I would like to make. My miracle foreseeing. Oh, so keep this in mind, I'm a wizard, not an oracle. I cannot see into the future. Do I have a planned date for my Think build? No, I do not. I don't. I still have to get that plate, so I guess depending on how soon I can get the plate will determine how soon I can build it. Ah, just my luck. There are two positions for the 6.25U. There are two positions for the two 6.25Us, so I'm gonna have to put keys on first. Which is weird, right? This is really weird, see? There is only one key, right? There is only one key. So technically speaking, it should just be the one that's directly in the middle. So it should be this one. See, if you put the switch in there, that's in the middle. That's where the 6.25U should go. So let me just grab one to be sure. Here. Let's grab it from your PBT set. It's kind of weird. I feel like they might have used the same like stabilizer hole pattern on the soldered, even though this is a hot swap board. Because look, oh look, see? One, two, three, four, five, six. There are 3 stabilizer holes, or 3 stabilizer hole sets. So they may have just like taken like the same screw pattern as the soldered variant and done it that way. Clyde Bax, resubscribe. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, that is absolutely the only position that it could be in. Huh. Very odd. So based on that, it should be this screw. I mean this hole right there. It's confusing. Confusing, but we'll get through it. Yeah, I forgot this is a hot swap, yeah. pot swaps make it easy. Dum 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 dum. What's my opinion on 7U layouts? I think they look pretty, but you know, it just makes it harder for key sets. So I personally don't like to use them. Just make sure that this works before we continue further. Oh, come on. There goes. And what the freak? That does not return. What is wrong there? Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's not returning. Oh my gosh. See, pretty sure I did the steps correctly. Yeah, guys, this is why you have to test your stabs before you start soldering. And holy cow, that's just not returning right there. I see some warpage, but not enough to make this fail. That's really weird. Here, let me try you know what, let me try an ABS spacebar, like the one I have here. No. Just to make sure it's not the stab itself, but the spacebar that's having an issue. It's your spacebar, buddy. It's your spacebar. There's some warpage here. I'm not going to be able to use your key set on this. See, look. Oh, there we go. To push it in a little bit more. Right? So yeah, so let's try again. Let's try again with this guy. It won't come back up. Okay. Come on, come back up. Yep, fail. Okay, hopefully your other ones aren't as bad. Here, let's try your other ones. Let's try backspace key. They aren't thin, just warped. Yeah. And hold on. Just grab the rest of these. Check the rest of your keycaps. Because usually spacebar is the biggest offender, and the other ones should be fine. The other ones should be fine. Okay. Let's try your other keys. Because, yep, that's got some warpage too, but hopefully it won't affect it. Okay, good. That's fine. That works. Got enter key right here. Enter key has warpage as well. Jeez. But still works, so that's fine. Let's try your shift key right there. Okay, that one's struggling too, so it's your right shift that's a problem. All right. Okay. So if I had to order the ones with the worst case of warpage, it would be your spacebar first, your right shift, your backspace, your enter, followed by your left shift. There you go. In order of worst warpage, it would be like this. But the spacebar will not work, so just keep that in mind if you ever decide to put this on. And there it is. There it is, the XO V3. We will put the weight on in the back later. See that? That's where that nice brass plate goes. Is this an in-stock board or is the group buy over? I looked on their website earlier and it looks like you can still buy it. There you go. $435. Yeah, it looks like you can still pick a few. So you purchase now, add to cart. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's get to the plate. This is a top mount board, by the way. Top mount board. I think one thing I noticed with this board though is that the screws tend to catch for some reason. Is it worth $435? Based on what I've seen so far, like how the board feels, how the board weighs, how the anodization is, I think it's worth $435. Like, it's not perfect. When I unboxed it, I found some imperfections, but they were all like on the inside of the case. Like the plate itself was scratched up, but it was on the other side. Is that just a huge cutout? Yeah, it's a huge cutout. It's where the copper weight goes in, which I'll do later. Could size says I'd recommend the K80. I don't think I've ever heard of the K80. TKLs are expensive these days. Yeah, I know, I just don't like how these screws are. Feels like they're grinding against something. I don't know why. Why would it do that? It's on the Monstargear side as well. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay. Let me get a bigger bit. K80 uses the same PCB. Ah, thanks Digital FXX. So you will essentially have the same features internally, just a different case on the outside. I guess depends which case you like better. Just from how I've looked at this case is beautiful. Now, if someone could design another PCB for it, I think that would be a killer move. Yeah, this is just really weird how it's all... Oh man. Don't know why the screws are catching. That's so weird. New PCB, why? Mainly so that you can get an easier time getting QMK and VIA on it. I know Digital FXX was saying it was a very complicated process. Also to add ESD protection and possibly daughter board support. You know? Tina says, I'm interested in how those Lavenders are. Well, the Lavenders are actually my favorite JWK switch. I think they are the deepest sounding ones. So yeah, I am all for them. Though if you're on my Discord server, you know that the reason why I go for the Lavenders is because I'm trying to replicate the Gateron Linear, which is a Gateron KS3 switch. So as soon as I found those KS3s, I'm like, okay, not buying Lavenders anymore. Lavenders are Palm JWK. No, they're not. Lavenders are nylon JWK. Why are these screws catching? I guess that's a manufacturing issue. It's the only board that I've noticed come like this. So Digital FXX, did you encounter the same issue on yours? I feel like it's just completely catching no matter how much I turn it. Maybe it'll be better once I'm actually building it, but at this rate, it's just really odd. Super odd. Huh. Like this guy right here, I got this screw just sticking out. Oh, there we go. Finally got him out. Everyone else doesn't. Oh, there we go. This took a while, I guess. Okay. So there are longer screws. Good size says, hello top mount, my old friend. Yeah, this is a top mount board. There we go. And there is indeed some case foam in it. Well, that's good. Don't have to worry too much about that. Alright. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I thought these were just regular holes, but no, like they clip into the screw. I wonder why they decide to do it that way. So you guys can see what I mean right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Super shiny plate. You still miss out. You still regret missing out on the Sagittarius. Oh yeah. That was a nice split board. Not Pano says hello. Hello to you too. Hello to you too. Must not make the same mistake with the Type K, yeah. And unfortunately, I'm not really big on like the split boards and all that. Like I can appreciate the aesthetic, but in terms of using it, I've just never really liked it. There we go. Alright, let's lift up that plate. Whew. Pretty, 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 pretty. Very nice. Okay. Let's put this guy away. There we go. That plate's so nice. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Super shiny. It's more of like a rose gold. I'm not sure how it's showing up on stream. Can you guys see that it's rose gold, or does it look more copper to you guys? Because to me, it looks rose goldish. Rose gold is always a winner. Alright. The customer has opted to use JWK Lavenders that are filmed with, I believe these are Divinikey films, and lubed with 205 G0. I lubed and put them together myself. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get some gloves here so I don't put too many fingerprints on this guy. So BRB, grab some gloves. Alright, here we go. Just got some gloves here. Some gloves here so that the customer can't implicate me in a murder. There you go. I will have to take the gloves off at some point if I find that the switch is hard to put in. So let's see. The way I would tackle this is probably put a few switches in first so that I can maintain that the switch clips in just fine. Oh, that's pretty quick. I was expecting this to be a tighter fit, but so far it's going in pretty easily. Okay, makes my life easier then. Just have to make sure all the switches have straight legs, and then I can do this. Alright. Should be good. Should be good. Yeah, looks good. Felson GG says hello. Hello to you too. Thanks for joining in. Alright, I think that's good. Let's see. Putting stuff into hot swap always worries me a bit. Just want to make sure that the switches go all the way in. Okay, this guy seems suspicious. This middle guy seems a little suspicious. Let's see if I can pull him out. What are the gloves for? It's because if I don't have the gloves on, I will have to get my fingerprints all over the plate. And I don't want the customer to use my fingerprints for incriminating evidence. Oh. Because I was overly concerned for nothing. Those legs weren't... Oh wait, the leg is a little bent. Okay, I'll just deal with this guy later. I'll put another switch in. Child access, yeah. And my agility with these gloves are definitely a lot lower. What the freak? Okay. Not final says ready for the Iron 165. Wasn't gonna join, but tempted after seeing some videos. Oh yeah, that's one of the more popular boards these days. Okay. So the plate itself isn't tight. It's the Lavenders. It's the JWK 5-pin mounting that's causing it to be a bit tighter. Listen up, phone says it's horrible. Yes, it is a horrible board. Don't join it. It's not worth joining the group by. It's so bad, don't even try for it. Oh man, it's just completely... Huh. Absolutely terrible. Not worth joining. Even worse is 265. Definitely skip that. Oh yeah. You guys. Worst keyboard since Did I Kill My Contra? Oh man. Okay, given how tight the switches are with the PCB, I will not be surprised if some of these end up like bending the legs, but I'm trying to be as careful as I can here. So hopefully I'll mitigate some of that. It's definitely proving to be more difficult. This board came hot swap. There is a hot swap option and a soldered option. Listen Up Phone says, been eyeballs deep into wind keyless boards refactoring the last 2 days. Kind of wishing I would get my hand on a couple of them for testing debugging. Ah, yes. Wind keyless boards, the now defunct company. You cannot buy a new one anymore. In fact, a bunch of my first boards were all wind keyless. Sixer says, do I still enjoy a stiff typing experience? I enjoy a stiffer typing experience when it comes to linears, because I feel like it makes the bottom out sound and feel really good to me. But when it comes to tactile switches, I prefer a more flexier experience. But of course, you know, there is such a thing as too flexy and too stiff. For example, on the KBD67 Mark II, the hot swap paired with the brass plate and having the PCB screwed into the plate, that is way too stiff for me. Like, I'd say that's even more uncomfortable than an integrated plate. Believe it or not. I'm a surgeon today, yes, I'm a surgeon today. Not a wizard, but a surgeon. Or someone just trying to get his fingerprints off of a board so that the customer doesn't incriminate me. So is the NK65 a stiff experience? No, it is not. The NK65 is a hybrid tray mount / top mount system. The plate itself is top mounted to the case, but then there are screws that go in from the top through the plate, through the PCB, securing it to the bottom. So yeah, it's a top mount, tray mount kind of deal. So I'd say it's not as stiff as a tray mount and not as flexy as a top mount. Kind of get the best of both worlds. Plate is a legit fingerprint magnet. Yeah, I know, right? Of course, if I were to leave my fingerprints on this plate, the board's value would skyrocket. Kawaii Voldemort says true. Yes, of course, of course. Okay, so get this. There have been people who have like messaged me in the past to be like, hey Merlin, Was this board really built by you? And I looked at it, and then I'm like, I've never built an 1800 for a customer. What did the customer say? Apparently people have been like trying to drive up the price of their boards by saying, oh, this board was built by so-and-so. Pingu Pings redeemed highlight my message. NK65 Milkshake Extra or aftermarket keycaps for my GMMK Pro. Haven't tried PC or premium keycaps yet. That's completely up to you. If you like the NK65 Milkshake key set, then yeah, absolutely go for it. But if not, then don't. Monstargear Alley once touched by Mech Merlin. No, now that I'm looking at this board, the combination of the rose gold plate and the purple tinted lavender makes it look really pretty, actually. You know what would work really well on this? I think DSA Astrolokeys or GMK Olivia. Those colors are really nice. Stream sniped. I don't even know what that means. Alright, one last switch and we'll test the PCB. That's when someone watches your stream when you are gaming to beat you. Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not know people did that, but it would make sense that they did. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Doesn't the lavender look really nice with it? That's so pretty. Alright, let's test this out. Test it out. Yeah, it looks really beautiful. Okay. Oh, it's so weird typing with gloves on. Okay, we're gonna do the key tester and here goes. Where's my extra USB cable? There it is. Let's plug it in. Ooh! Nice and pretty, perfect. Okay, let's see. Hopefully everything works. Good. Oh, yep, that's the key that I was worried about. So it's F6. F11 worked because all of my screens moved around, so that's good. These guys, I don't know, but those usually give me problems anyway. Alright, another one. Oh, there we go. Ooh, Z key. Oh, no, wait. This took a while, I guess. Alright. The issues are going to be F6 and menu key. So I don't know what those guys are normally programmed to. Why don't I use the matrix tester? because this one's not in VIA yet. See, is this personal Merlin build? Oh yeah, this is a customer's build. Okay, I am going to examine the F6 key and that menu key. Those are the two keys that I feel I did have trouble with. So F6, let me pull that guy out first. Yep, bent leg, that's why. Okay, let's plug this guy in. Hopefully he goes in. Yep, he went in perfectly that time. Good. And this guy looks like he's in. You can see the leg go through. So he's probably an FN key. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I can see the leg popping out. Should be good. Should be good. All right. Pretty. Yeah, that's just absolutely gorgeous right there. I will have to say though that I'm noticing some curvature on the PCB that's causing some of the switches to not sit completely in. It's very odd. Son of Liability says, hello, love the new monthly roundup. Yeah, glad you liked it. It's basically just a quick snapshot of what's happened in the community over the past month. Unfortunately, I can't release it like literally the day after the month ends, because it's not like all group buys are shipped out right away whenever a group buy ends. Sometimes it takes a week or two. Like, that was something that I did not know myself until I ran like my own group buy. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, I have to take off these gloves. Can't do it. You'd also add a little part where you say your favorite key set keyboard and switch of the month. Of the month? Yeah, I think I could do that. But it's more like, it's supposed to be like a fact dump, you know? Not really a, oh, this is what Mech Merlin likes. It's more like, this is what's happened. If you really want to know what I like, then tune in to the group buy stream. Oh, I wish these were magnetic. Oh my gosh. This is annoying. Okay, I'm gonna take off these gloves as well. I do not have the dexterity to do this with the gloves on. Son of Liability says, yeah, of course I watched them all. Thank you for your support. I know, it just like, I started that entire segment because people kept asking me, they're like, hey Merlin, do you know what group buys are happening? And I'm like, I do, except I don't know them off the top of my head. I need to look at a list and yada 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 and all that. And because people kept asking that, I was like, oh, perhaps this is information that people actually want. Like, I know there are other streams out there who recount everything that's happening within like the month, but I was like, I guess mine is the only one that specifically calls out group buys that are ending and starting. Kawaii says, yours is the best. Aww. You're so sweet. Why are these screws not magnetic? That would make my life easier. I noticed that there are no standoffs between the plate and PCB. Could that be a potential future issue? Yes, I believe so. But I'm hoping that because there is a significant amount of foam in the case, it will support the back just fine. Like, as you guys know, one of my biggest complaints about this kind of design is that as you type, right? As you're typing along, you know, over time, your frequent bottom outs will cause the PCB to start to separate, and flex will occur all around in different places, and there's a chance that the hot swap socket itself will pop off. So yeah, that's a very valid concern. Very valid concern indeed. That's actually why I think hot swap only works on tray mounts. Unless, of course, you affix it to the plate. But then if you affix it to the plate, you also introduce rigidity. You have a 60% tray mount hot swap. Tray mount shouldn't be too big of an issue. Go. Looks good, right? Just that alone looks good. Build it plateless. So that's the thing. It's not the plate that causes it, right? It's not the plate that causes it. What causes those hot swap sockets to pop off is that there's no rigidity introduced to the PCB. That's what's causing it. So the plate does help, but if you don't actually secure it to the plate, you're still stuck with the regular flexiness of the PCB. Right, you go. See, I'm really hoping that this foam here should be enough. Should be enough to hold the hot swap sockets in place. There we go. There it is. Yeah, granted, I haven't actually screwed it in together, but I can definitely feel the plate flex. Okay, there goes. Oh wait, you know, before I do that, let's actually put the brass weight in first. There we go. That's the brass weight. Let me put this part in first. No knobs to lube with this board. Alright, so this is the... Here, let me put my gloves back on. The range says gloves back on. Yeah, for sure. Gloves back on. And I suspect I need to grab extra screws here. Yeah, this is the special edition X-Men board. See, this is what I was saying during the unboxing. You can see two relatively deep gouges right there. A good thing it's on the back. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, I need to find those extra screws. There we go. Extra screws. Yeah, that looks extremely nice. Here we go. We got the screws right there. Yeah, it looks really good. Very nice. Okay, let's get the screws here. Duck Butter says, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon to you too. Let's see, there are smaller screws here and longer ones. I'm going to assume that the longer ones is what's used to hold the plate in place, but let me just double check that. Yeah, that would make sense if that was the longer screw, right? Yeah. But the longer one goes into the deeper pocket, like so. Yeah, makes sense. There we go. Ace of Spades says, hi, hello to you too. Do I know where I can buy decent Holy Pandas from? I've seen clones. Holy Pandas? Might just have to check Mech Market. It's my best guess. If I'm doing surgery, I should have a mask. I'm an unlicensed surgeon. How about that? I'm a back alley surgeon. Alright, so now that I have this off, I'm noticing other things here. I see extra holes in the corner here, which is what I'm assuming these guys go into. And I suspect they're used to probably add extra support to the PCB. Maybe. So we'll go put these things in. See that? It's really tiny. Alchemist is perfect. I believe these add that extra support. Standoffs for the hot swap PCB to support the hot swap. Yep. That's what I was saying. Alright, there we go. And we'll put that piece of foam in. Let's put that piece of foam in. Ah, okay. I screwed up here. Oh no, no, no. It still fits. It still fits just fine. No screw up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, you know, just to make sure, I'm gonna tighten up these weights as well. It doesn't rattle loose, even during shipping. Okay, we're good. I feel like that's not really closing properly. Yep, that's not closing properly. Some odd reason. You know what? Here. Let's face it my direction so I can see it when I close it. That should be good. There we go. Oh, my glove got caught. Here, time to take off the glove. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Time to screw in from the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's hard to put this in. There we go. Whew. feel like it's having a hard time closing. USB port is aligned. It's not. Go. There we go. That's better. That is much better. Much better. For the housing, yes, there are. The longer ones go on top, and the shorter ones, which are like these guys. Yeah, this is still long, but this is in fact the shorter screw. Whew. There we go. Oh, you're right. I did miss one actually. Which one was it? Might be this guy. Might be that guy. There we go. I guess another way to tell is that the deeper or the longer screw has the larger head. It's a pretty good shine, yeah, I know, right? Let's make sure everything's nice and tight. Perfect. Go. And the entire kit actually came with a brush, so you can like brush off the fingerprints. See that? Just brush it. Brush, brush, brush. Brush off all the fingerprints. Leave no trace of Macmillan. There we go. You have 6 of those brushes. Nice. There we go. Did I ever finish the barleycorn? That is on the to-do list. There we go. This is the board, and it is definitely heavy. Holy cow. Alright, just to make sure everything still works, I'm gonna plug it in and test it out really quick. One thing I didn't check is whether or not a typical USB cable can fit into that hole, but this one worked, so that's good. Alright, here, let's do this test again. Yep, that's that key. Alright. Yay, yay, yay. All those glorious RGBs. Very pretty, very pretty. Alright, let's do a typing test. Let's do a typing test on this. See how it goes. But first, since unfortunately the customer's key set has way too many warped keycaps, I'm gonna have to pick something else for this. Let's see. This one is blue, white, and rose gold. What key set would work best for this? You know what? I just got Godspeed yesterday. Godspeed would work, right? Oh wait, look. I still need to put feet on. Let's go put some feet on. Sky Dolge. I do not have Sky Dolge, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll probably put Godspeed on it. I guess these don't go there. We need the actual feet. Hold on. Customer, if you are still watching, I will not be putting the strip that goes here. You know, in case you ever want to open up your board again, I'll let you put the strip on yourself. Actually, you know what? I don't have to worry about that because you can actually just use these feet. Yeah, I just looked at it again. It's not an actual strip, it's just regular feet that goes in. Yeah, I thought there would be a long piece similar to how it is on the NK65, but nope, that is not the case. There it goes. Citrus says Jane. Yes, my Jane. I just got Godspeed yesterday. So check it out. This is how I've gotten to use the actual cover along with my JWK trace. Yeah, I kept it like this, but the JWK tray is there. So it kind of works. Kind of works. You can kill someone with that thing. I agree. So yeah, Godspeed on this board, sure, it could work. It could work. We'll try it out. Yeah, that blue is kind of the same shade, maybe. IFK Team Liquid set. Ah, okay. Was that in stock? You know, I know that that was sold to TKC like, what, last month or something? Yeah, so I am using this set instead of the customers because the customers key set has a bunch of warpage, so I don't think it would be a good, accurate way to judge this board's sound. Apex desk goes in there. Cest. Don't know what cest is. And then dest. Where did I put dest? Yep, there it is. Like so. I should probably unplug the board while I'm doing this. And then roll is on top. Like so. Roll, pitch, and yaw. Roll, pitch, and yaw, followed by EDL, EDL, SAS. If you guys are curious what I'm looking at, this is what I'm looking at right there. Just looking at the base kit just to see how it's done. SAS, SCE. Goes Mal. I don't even know what these mean. Mal, RCS, and Aux. Perfect. Alright. There we go. Let's just push all the keys in here. Crucified Poo used the red panic button for escape. Nice. I do that too, but this board's very much like a white and blue aesthetic. Alright guys, this is it. Looking pretty good, huh? It's a very good looking board. You can see from the bottom as well. I kind of wish that the weight was silver though. Here we go. Needs a red, don't panic. Board sounds really good. This sounds really good, but just on my initial typing here, it feels really stiff. It feels really stiff. I think it's because the plate is super thick. Let's see, what was the plate thickness? Plate was... Does it even list how thick the plate is? Nope, it does not list how thick the plate is, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's about 3 millimeters. Felt really thick, and that's why this feels super stiff. Spaghetti sauces. How many keebs have I built? So for the last 2 years, I've pretty much built 1 keeb a week. That's like my minimum, but I've been in this hobby since 2015, so I've built so many at this point. Fuji 65 is a good board from what I've seen, but until I actually get one, I probably can't comment to its specifics. There we go. Let's do a typing test, but let me clean up really quick. Clean up, clean up. Yeah, I like how the board sounds. I just don't like how stiff it feels. Yeah, this feels stiffer than some of my integrated plate boards. Zerber says plate is 1.5. Oh, really? It felt thicker than that. The brush, the brush, the brush. It's brass, so maybe they have an aluminum and FR4 option that are less stiff. Okay. If I were to buy this board, I would probably go for the aluminum or FR4 options, because this feels a little too much for me. Here, let's do a typing test. Let's do a typing test. Yeah, it sounds good, just not really my deal here. Let's do Godspeed, since I'm using Godspeed. Do they have Godspeed? Or do I have to use Space Cadet? Let's use, oh, there we go, Godspeed. Right next to it. There we go. Looks good, looks good. Kawaii says, love the sound of brass. Yeah, I've got quite a few brass boards as well, but I think it's because it's thicker than what I normally use. That's why and it's bigger too. That's why I'm not really comfortable with how stiff it feels. All right, let's see. Let's go pause the volume pause the music, and we'll do a typing test. He-Man says, my current board is using 5mm brass plate max stiffness. Yeah, that's too much for me. Too much. Yeah, I think my Xeno has a 4mm brass plate, and that one already feels way too stiff. Okay, here goes. Let's try this. Listen to how good this sounds. These are JWK Lavenders, lubed with 205G0 and filmed with Divinikey film. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a lot stiffer feeling. What's the board you have that I'm most disappointed of? That I own? Okay, so here's my thing. I don't buy a board until I've like done so much research on it, you know, because like boards are like super expensive, right? So to be able to just spend 400, 500 or more on a board that you don't know will be good, that you haven't researched on, is completely absurd to me. So I'd say pretty much everything I've bought, I've been happy with. Like I've been happy with at the time. Of course, hindsight, you know, like a year later, months later, I look back on it, I might not be as happy as I was then. But still, like that's how I buy the boards. You know, try to do as much research, watch as many typing tests and all that. Zava says good clockiness, but it's kind of high pitched. I think it's because it's the brass plate. And Bess says, I mean, the Xeno has been heavily criticized. I like the Xeno though. I like the Xeno. In fact, the Xeno is what GMK Merlin is on. All right, let's do another typing test. Yep. There we go. Here. I will aim for 100% this time, so I'll lower my typing speed to maybe like 100. Oh, 133, never mind. Ace of Spades, I swapped out my brass to alu. It sounds a lot deeper after. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I like how the board looks. I like how the board sounds. Except for the sound, I do wish it was a little deeper. But the thing that I'm most unhappy about with this is how stiff it feels. Like, see, let me grab another board that's got a brass weight. This guy right here. This is one of my favorite boards. Volcano 660 also has a brass plate. It does not feel nearly as stiff as this guy for some odd reason. Savage says FR4 plate. No, this is a brass plate actually. This is the brass plate. I've been told that FR4 though and FR4 and aluminum were options. What is this set on the Volcano? On the Volcano it is solarized dark. Oh wow, I see a bunch of subscribers here. Thanks guys. Let's see, Lloyd Mendizabal, Paul Zavaro, De-Intoxicate, Chaos Yoshi, I Darth Needle, Dora Mac, and David Pham. Thanks guys, thank you for subscribing. And also looks like I missed a few here. Crucified Pooh. Thank you so much guys. Thank you. Sorry did not see that earlier. Yeah, dang, this is... Yeah, if I were to buy this board, I'd probably go for FR4 or aluminum. Look here, let me compare this to my Jane. No more typing tests, just typing sounds, I guess. You guys don't have to see what I'm typing. This one's also a brass plate. This brass plate doesn't feel anywhere as stiff as this. Yeah, definitely. See, Zava686 says, I thought the Monstargear was cheaper, but it seems like a good starter board if you just don't pick brass. Here, let's actually look. Let's go look at the website. Was brass a premium option? How much more was it? See, I can't tell. I can't tell based on their website here. So you can just do PCB, change the hot swap, housing color, only navy black is available, the weight, ooh, stainless steel weight, Can't really change that. No option to choose plate anymore, apparently. That's unfortunate. Brass was base option. Stainless steel was the premium. FR4 was an extras. Ah, okay. Let's see. Can I go into extras here? XO series. XO. Oh, look at that. XO QMK PCB. V3 extra weight. V3 extra plate. There we go. Let's see. FR4 is $10 cheaper. Nice. Okay. Let's see. The stainless steel is $35. Brass is also $35, and FR4 is $35. How about aluminum? Aluminum is also $35. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sandwich says, glad I grabbed an extra FR4 plate. Yeah. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Let me know how that goes. Yeah, for those of you who have not seen the back of a Jane. Look at that. In terms of weight, the XO is definitely heavier. I'd say it's about 2 or 3 pounds heavier. Ace of Spades says, also, if anything, I am one of the few people who help in the Monstargear Discord. So any questions, feel free to ping. There we go. There we go. Jane Booty is super nice. Yeah, I know. This is probably one of my favorite looks in the entire community. Like, this just looks really classy to me, along with the metal strip here in the back. Do you think the Jane is overrated? I do, actually. I do. As good as it looks, look at that. It still uses a mini USB-B, which is one reason why you never see this being used on stream. But it's just a gloriously beautiful board. Yeah. Let me put my Jane back. Though my favorite TKL these days is actually the SCOG Reboot. This is a board that really surprised me. This is the SCOG Reboot in Desert colorway. Check it out. Yeah, the colors look really good. There's an encoder knob right there. Nice back. Also double bezel. Yep, also a double bezel. I forget what plate this was. I think this was not a brass plate, so I can't compare it to the XO. This was just a, I think that's just a regular aluminum plate. Yeah, this one's a softer feeling for sure. And Bessa says, I got a wine one. I got a wine one out of your review. What does that mean? Oh, the wine collar. Okay. It's like, the wine? I do drink wine, but I don't really recommend very much wine. Crucified Pooh says, how do you like the knob? I like it. I like it. So far it's being used as more like a volume knob, but I have yet to put in the work to make it into a workspace swapper. You know, because like on Mac OS, which is what I use here, to transition between workspaces, you hold Control and your arrow keys, left and right. So I kind of want to map this to here so I could just be like, okay, I want to go to the workspace on the right. Let's turn it to the right a couple notches, you know? That's what I want to do. Did you get the battery yet? I am waiting for the one battery maker to go in stock, but every time I check them, they're like 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away. And then on the 1 week away thing, when I finally clicked them, it went back to 3 weeks away. So I'm like, Did I just miss it? Did something go wrong? I don't know. I don't know. But this is my lightest TKL. The lightest TKL in my collection. But yeah, man, this is I'd say this is one of the more beautiful boards, though. That back, though, that back profile kind of reminds me of Keycap in a way. But dang. So heavy. Alright, it's about 4:08 p.m. right now. I need to go feed the cat. Reminds me of the X-Men says Enbessa. Yeah, for sure. But I will do one more typing test and we'll call it good. One more typing test and we'll call it good. Here goes. There. Let's aim for accuracy again. No! There we go. 144, 98% accuracy. There we go. There we go. Alright, I can entertain a few more last questions if anyone has any regarding this board. But I do plan to do a quick review of it on YouTube. So if you guys want to see any of that, definitely tune in. Yeah, this is probably, I would argue this is probably, oh look, you guys can see me. Hi, what's up? Yeah, I would argue this is probably the most expensive board, or no, the most heavy board, I mean, that I've ever built on stream. Yeah. I'm like afraid of dropping it, so I'm always holding it with both hands. But here we go. I'm not seeing anyone ask any more questions, so let's conclude the stream. This was a customer build. This was a Monstargear XO V3 with brass plate and brass weight in a rose gold color. And let's see what else. It was built with 205G0 lubed Lavenders with the Divinikey films and topped with my own personal Godspeed set because the customer set had some warpage issues. But other than that, this board sounded really good. Board sounded really good. Highly recommend it. Only issue is I think it's too stiff if you go for the brass weight. I mean for the brass plate. I would suggest going for either the aluminum or the FR4 instead. But then again, that's my own personal opinion. So your mileage may vary. Alright guys, hope you had a good time, and I will catch you tomorrow evening when I do my Group Buy News Roundup. Alright guys, have a good rest of your Saturday, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye now.